Hey, today I wanted to talk about music business and how we can incorporate business as music artists to make sure that what we're doing actually is sustainable and can provide us with an income. So I want to look at what business is and kind of separate that picture of the sleazy salesman trying to upsell and cheat everybody for money, and actually look at business as a way of offering value to our customers, in our case, our audience. So music and business. Let's talk about it. Hey, I'm Craig from the Dot of That Studio, and we're talking about going from musician to artist. So today we're looking at business and what role that plays. And I'm going to do that by chatting about three quick things. First, what is business? Second of all, what's my business as a music artist? And third, how can we nurture that? So I looked up what business meant in the dictionary, and it was something really vague, like a person's occupation or something like that, which I thought that's more like a job than a business. How I see business is just offering value for value. So any business that's doing business well is just offering a value. They're offering a service or a product or something that is going to bring us value in return. So we pay for that with our value money, and we get that value out of that service or product. So we look at something like a plumber. If I break a pipe at my house and I don't know how to fix that, it's very valuable to me that I can pay somebody who can come and do that service for me and sort it out. And I'm quite happy to pay them to do that. So business is just that, offering value for value. You think of any great business, they're just doing something for somebody else. They're serving somebody and they're doing it really well. So there is bad business people that are cheating people out of money, but good business is just serving people. So for us as music artists, what is our business? What is our service? What value can we offer? I think there's a few things. First of all, it's entertainment. It's just helping people feel good, taking someone to a place where they just feel better. And we do that by connecting emotions, which is just a really, really human thing to do. I think the reason that we love music is because it kind of takes a hold of our body and we just feel it. We feel the emotions, we feel where the songwriter was, we can relate to what happens, and that they're all really, really good things, and it comes with a lot of value, and people pay for it, and I'm sure you pay for it. I'm sure you've paid for music experiences, whether that be a live show or a CD or a live stream or some merch or something, because you can kind of feel it and be entertained and just enjoy that experience with music. So I think ultimately our product, our service, our value as music artists is an experience with music that is going to trigger feelings and emotions. And that is a very, very good value. I think as humans, that's something that we need a lot of them. And if you look around, you've probably paid a lot of money for things that bring you that experience, that feeling. So you probably have a Netflix subscription, you'd have a Spotify or Apple Music or something, you'd go to the theater to watch a show. There's lots of things that we would do to kind of grab that entertainment and that feel-good emotion. So as music artists, that is our business. And there's a bunch of ways that we can kind of do that, but we need to be thinking about our audience. So the main thing that makes a business good compared to a business that is bad is when they think about their audience, and it's their audience needs and desires that are actually in mind when they're offering value. Otherwise, they're just trying to make money, and it works for a little bit and then does not work any longer. So the great businesses continually find ways to offer value and to serve customers. So like any other good business, a music artist business is exactly the same. It's about serving and offering value to our listeners, to our fans. So as a business, what we want to be doing is growing that fan base, growing the amount of influence and reach that we have so more and more people can hear our music. And what that's going to do is just mean that we get paid. It means that we can make a living out of it. And we need to shift our mind to kind of think that people will pay for good music. People will pay for a good experience. It doesn't have to be something that's given just because it's art. People buy entertainment, and because the reason is they value it. They value entertainment. So anything that we value, we're willing to trade other value to get that. So we have an income, we have money, people have jobs, our fan bases have jobs. They want to offer some of that money for your music. They really do. But to make that really work, we need to operate as a business, because a business is set up to be sustainable. A business has plans and systems set up so that it can continue to trade value, continue to serve people in the long run. We don't want to be just chucking out a single there, putting on a ticketed show there, and kind of just going with the flow. And as artists, as creative people, that's sort of our natural habitat, just to go with the flow, to go with the inspiration. If we were to set up a bit more like a business, and that doesn't mean, I'm not talking about getting ABNs and registering and all that sort of thing. All I'm meaning is that we plan what our value is. We plan who our audience is, and we come up with products and services that we can sell to them in a way that just brings them satisfaction, in a way that brings them value. We can kind of package up our art, we can package up our entertainment and just help people to have that, help people to experience that, and kind of set it up over long run. So we're not just flying by the seat of our pants. We're not just going with the flow and hoping that one day it'll all just work, that the right person will hear us and then that'll be done. We just need to set this up so that it works. So maybe that means, all right, I'm going to release a single every 4 weeks for the next 2 months or something like that. Or I'm going to release some merch, or I'm going to set up an email list so that I can connect with fans, or that sort of thing. That's how we can nurture this business as a music artist, because we just want to make sure that our fans feel like we care about them. And the secret to making fans feel like you care about them is to actually care about them. That's what any business who's good and passionate about what they do, they care about their customers. Those businesses where you can call up customer service because something's not quite right and they just want to serve you and make sure it's good. I had an artist in here the other day with a Takamine guitar that had broken on the bridge. He'd had it for a year and it kind of cracked. And he was just so amazed that Takamine actually took it back to the factory, checked out what was wrong, and then gave him a brand new guitar and said, that shouldn't have happened. Because they're a business that cares about their customers. They're a business that cares about the experience that their customers have. So if you're a music artist that actually cares about your fans, cares about the people watching your shows, buying your CDs, all that sort of thing, you're going to grow the love they have for you, because it becomes a two-way street. So we think as art, we just want to chuck it out there. We want to do it and people would just love it. And we don't really need to, it's not about them. It's all about me. I'm a music artist. It's my music. It's my feelings. It's all about me, and you should all like it. What if your music, what if the way that you approached your music was all about your fans connecting with you? What if it was all about them having an experience because of your music? If we looked at it like that, then we're looking at it like a business. And from there, we can start to set up systems. All right, well, how can I make sure this week, next month, next year, my customers are feeling loved? My fan base is feeling loved. How can I make sure that I'm making new music for them all the time? I'm offering new ways that they can connect with me. I'm offering this sort of show. I'm moving, that sort of thought pattern around being a professional. Being a professional, just operating as in you have intention, you have a direction, you're walking somewhere, and your audience can come along with you on that journey. So that might mean setting up some systems. That might mean setting up an email list or a website or something, so that some of this stuff can just happen by itself. I think really good businesses start to systemize things so that it works without you having to think about every individual aspect of it. So maybe if you're invoicing venues, you might get some software so you can invoice it well, and then it will actually send them a follow-up reminder if they haven't paid in 7 days or something like that. It takes the pressure off of you having to think, have I done that? Have I done that? Have I done that? We can set up some systems underneath it so that while we're focusing on our art, while we're doing writing songs, preparing for shows, that sort of thing, in the back end, our audience can be looked after. Our audience can be aware of what show's coming up. They can be aware of what merch we've got. They can be listening to our new songs. They can be engaged with our new video. They can be booked in for that live stream in a couple of weeks. And all that's kind of happening in the background while we're concentrating on our art. That's what happens with really good business. They can concentrate on creating new products. They can concentrate on creating new menu items or new things that they can serve, new product lines. If you think of technology companies that are coming up with new product lines, they can focus on that part of the business while people are being looked after through the systems they've set up. And it's all about just looking after your audience. So I hope you're a little bit challenged today, just to think about yourself as a business, not a money hungry, squeezing business, but as a business that just cares and wants to see their artists enjoy the entertainment that you offer as a music artist. If you found this helpful at all, maybe opened up your mind a little bit to how business can work in music, give this video a like for me and subscribe to the channel. I've got new videos coming out every week and new podcasts coming out every week as well. Let me know in the comments what you think about this, music and business. Should we be keeping art and business separate? I mean, is that why we need managers? Should we be having labels to do all that stuff for us so that we can focus on the art? I'd really love to have that discussion and just hear what you think. So leave me a comment there. Hey, make some music this week and we'll talk again soon.